All right, we're live. Hello and welcome to episode 31 of Willing Snackrifice. I'm Mike.
And I'm Liz.
And we're back.
It's just the two of us this time.
Yeah, just the two of us.
Just the OG.
Yeah. And so we've got a lot of content for you in the coming weeks. And we just wanted to get started with this because it really, there's so much that we're going to be bringing to you coming up. I mean, we've got snack boxes from Universal Yums and Sakura Co. Yeah, we still got those Sakura Co. ones, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
I tried to get you to do them today so we could just get rid of them, but
yeah, I know, but yeah, I kind of like the Yums ones and wanted to kind of do some of those. We've ventured out recently. We had a lovely trip to Baltimore and we went to H Mart, which the Baltimore H Mart that we went to was awesome.
It was very cool. It was so big. And I mean, no offense to the one in New Jersey, but your store was kind of small and dingy and cramped and poorly laid out. Where this one was like, I'm gonna say
I think I know where you're headed with this.
It's almost Wegmans level of a store, only with mostly Asian items. I mean, there was a lot of American items as well. I mean, you could go there and do your weekly grocery shopping, no problem, regardless of what kind of food you're looking for. They had awesome seafood counter, just huge, like actually bigger than Wegmans seafood counter. Yeah. Much more things on offer, different fruits and vegetables, maybe that we're not as familiar with. In the produce section, lots of prepared foods, a whole thing of kimchi, like a whole wall of it, like in the prepared refrigerator section. Very exciting. Obviously, a lot of that we couldn't bring home because it would have spoiled. And then the freezer section was exciting. We had some taiyaki ice cream. Those were delicious. So taiyaki, if you don't recall, were those little wafer cookies that usually we would get in the Tokyo treat boxes. And they'd have like a filling of some kind, strawberry, chocolate, hazelnut, whatever. Only though these were filled with ice cream and strawberries.
Yeah.
And they were real strawberries.
Yep.
And it was so good. And then the other thing we had, I picked it out because it had a silly name. It was called Screw. And it was shaped like a screw, but it was kind of like an ice cream / popsicle. And it was apple flavored in the middle with strawberry on the outside. And it was delicious. It tasted so refreshing. It didn't taste fake. It tasted like apple cider almost in the middle, apple juice. And the outside tasted like legitimate strawberries. So it wasn't like that strawberry Nestle's Quick flavor. But yeah, both of those were enjoyable. We got to enjoy them with our friend who hosted us last weekend. So thank you to him.
Yeah, thanks, Trevor.
So and we do have a lot of fun stuff coming up with the items we did bring back.
Yeah.
Not today, but
no, they're
coming. Universal Yum, but they are coming. So we'll have a couple of episodes with the curated items we got there. We do have something in the hopper.
Yeah, a bit of a different episode, I think. It's going to be
Our cat is singing the songs of his people.
Like a pickled episode, I guess.
Yeah, I think I was influenced by a TikToker who calls herself a pickle sommelier to do a pickle panel. So we've kind of been on a quest to find all different kinds of either local pickles or imported pickles, not your normal Vlasic, got it in the fridge case at your local store.
And other pickled items.
Yeah, other pickled items. So not just pickled cucumbers. So I'm looking forward to that. There's a few things I want to see if I can still find.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe just one or two items really just stand out. And if I can't find them, I might have to try to make them. Scary, because I am not a pickler. Are you a pickler?
No, not at all.
So we should try to pickle this together.
We can. It could be quite the pickle.
Could be quite the pickle.
But
yeah, pickle panel.
And then just something else that I had thought of. I mean, because we were kind of running down like how many episodes that we have content for, and content I mean like snacks basically. uh, I have an upcoming trip to Canada, and that presents an opportunity to pick up some Canadian snacks. And boy, do we love our Canadian snacks.
We do.
We love our friends to the true north. Yeah, that's going to be coming up too.
One of the great things about, Canadian snacks is, I mean, they are close to home, at least for us. We're not far from them. But they have the same types of snacks we have, and they're only slightly different. So, like, I'm going to go out on a limb here and annoy maybe some American folks, but their chocolate is better because they tend to use Nestle instead of Hershey.
Mm-hmm.
And it's infinitely creamier and doesn't taste like spoiled milk. And then their flavors of chips are always fun. Always a fan of the all-dressed chip.
I think some of those will probably be in our future.
Yeah, and they're delicious. And we have some other friends who've introduced us to exciting new flavors. If you're from Canada and you have any suggestions on something for Mike to look for,
reach out.
Yeah, reach out. Send us a message, post on our Facebook page, and let us know if there's something that we've missed out on that you think we should try.
Yeah, because there's definitely a couple places I'm going to hit before we come home from our trip. My brother and I, Sean, who's been on this podcast before, he's going to be up there with me, and let us know. So we did venture out today, and we hit up a couple of European grocery stores, like Eastern European grocery stores, and we picked up a drink that we're going to. We did like a live video earlier, and I tried to keep it posted, and for whatever reason, it didn't stay up. So yeah, you're going to kind of get subjected to it again. It's something that we picked up at this one location, and we basically determined that it's called kvass.
Yep.
And it's very interesting. Liz is going to hold it up to the camera.
This is going to take the price tag off. So I had heard about kvass before. I didn't know particularly what it was, but I've heard, it's, it's a health benefit. It's good for you. It's low sugar.
Like a digestive.
Yeah, like a digestive. And so I was excited to try it. It looks like Coke. It's carbonated. It looks like cola. As you can see, we did break into it when Mike said we did our live that didn't kind of
post. It didn't stay up for whatever reason. We definitely did it, and we reviewed it, and it was fun. But yeah, we're gonna try it again here several hours later, and let you know what we think at this point.
And the other good thing is, I don't know if you've ever seen the label on a can of Coke or Pepsi or cola or any other soft drinks that you drink. It's a lot of ingredients. The cool thing about this is that it's a very short list of ingredients, and they're exciting in a way. The ingredients are filtered water, rye breadcrumbs, and then, the list of the ingredients in the rye bread, blackstrap molasses, sugar, salt, coriander, barley malt, and then sugar is listed again, even though it's not that sweet. So yeah, I'm not going to put it in a glass because I think, do you want to put it in the glass?
No, I think we just drink it out of the bottle because we have a second drink that we're going to do, which I don't know if, maybe we'll hold the second drink for like the second box that we're going to do.
It is even more pungent. Not pungent in a bad way. It's very bread. It smells very much of bread.
It certainly does. It smells like it's like fermented, almost like a beer. If you're into beer, think like a brown ale.
Very much so.
That's kind of like where we were at with it. And it kind of tastes like that. And we actually thought initially, because there are some that do have alcohol in them, and we thought that this perhaps had alcohol, but I don't believe that it does. This actually says it's a product of Canada.
Yes, this one was made in Quebec. So it's not imported all the way from uh, Eastern Europe or Russia or Ukraine.
But it's very bubbly, and then it's almost like, in a way, kind of like if you've had, like in beer, like a sour in a way. It's slight tinge of that like sourness, like a
Lactose almost.
yeah, yeah. But then the bread, like a very
Crusty bread.
crusty, almost like brown bread to me, like pumpernickel or something of that ilk. Yeah, and it very bubbly. So like, excuse us if we burp, because it is so gassy. It really is.
That face I'm making is not from displeasure at the taste. It is from actual pain of the bubbles in my esophagus. It is so bubbly and so carbonated.
Yeah.
And when we had it before, it did cause, in my case, I described it as demon expelling belches that came out of nowhere, and I could feel them brewing. But it's definitely interesting. I don't know that I'd go to the fridge case and be like, that's what I want when I'm thirsty. But I mean, if I had like some agita and I needed to burp, that would definitely be the thing to go for. Yeah. I think that would definitely exercise those tummy demons. I think
it kind of tastes like and I know you like these, like the bready kind of beer, like a lager.
It does.
But with if there's any alcohol in it, a very minimal amount of alcohol. I think with the yeast and everything, there's got to be like maybe like a slight.
Right, considering there's sugar and bread in there. I think, not that we're going to experiment in that way, because I don't want to end up in the hospital, but I think if you left this, it might age into beer. This is like a pre-beer. So like Mike said, it like I call it beer or beer that tastes like the beer that I remember having, like taking a sip off my grandfather's beer when I was little, which was at that point like Genesee cream ale. Mm-hmm. But it tastes in my head like beer, like a bready, yeasty beer. So yeah, I mean, if you want to try kvass, and I'm interested to try other kvass and be like maybe the alcoholic version, because we did do a little reading on it in the car, and apparently it's got health benefits to it. Maybe not this one, because this is a lot of sugar in it. Maybe the other one does. If you know anything about kvass, leave us a message.
Yeah, let us know. We did pick up some other beverages from that same store, so those you might see those in upcoming episodes. One of the things that we used to really enjoy with Tokyo Treat, and I think Munch Pack, where we would get the beverages, and the boxes we've been doing of late don't really have beverages. I mean, I know Sakuraco does, like you can make a tea with it, but yeah. But Universal Yums, as much as we love it, doesn't. So we've been seeking out beverages. So every episode now for the immediate future, you're going to get at least one beverage from us.
This is going to be the burping episode.
Yeah. It's fizzy lifting drinks.
It is.
So we mentioned at the top of the episode, do we want to wait for the other drink for like the midway point when we do the second box?
Yeah.
All right. So we mentioned at the top of the episode, we're going to do some Universal Yums, and you know how much we love Universal Yums.
We do.
They're I think our favorite.
Even when they're bad, they're good.
Yes. So the packaging and everything with these is top notch, in my opinion. They go all out with their presentation on these. So the first box that we have is from Thailand, which of course they provide you the Universal Yum sticker. It's a Thailand sticker. That's kind of neat. It's got like a little tuk-tuk, I think, and you get like a little animal on top of it.
I think that's I was gonna say, I think that's a snack riding in the top.
It looks like a little monkey on top of it on the roof. Yeah, I see a little monkey on the top. All right.
Haven't you always wanted a monkey?
So, and then you get this like little map type thing, and with some facts about Thailand. which I'm going to put on my spectacles.
Yes. New addition to Snackrifice is Professor Mike.
Yes. Don't I look great?
You do. I like it.
Chiang Mai, which I think one of our YouTubers that we watch was just in Chiang Mai. And this says, the streets of this northern city are lined with carts selling citrusy pad thai, spicy green curries, and the crispy stuffed sausage dish that inspired the hot and spicy yums in your box.
All three of those things sound delicious. I like pad thai, I like curry, and I like sausage. So
I'm just like, yes to all three of those. And there's other facts here. Maybe we'll read these as we go through.
As we moving right along. Oh, it's Superman. No.
So yeah, let's get to the book, which again, I mean, their presentation, you know, it knows no bounds.
The artwork is really fun. Whoever does their artwork and their marketing and all of their materials, they do a good job. So applause to you, person whose name I don't know.
So I'll go to a trivia question.
Okay.
Since I can now read them.
Right.
Thailand holds the Guinness World Record for the longest A, city name, B, dragon, C, noodle, or D, beach.
Beach.
Incorrect. The answer is city name.
I thought that was in Wales.
We're talking about the city of Bangkok, which boasts the full name. Okay, here we go. Krung Thep Mahanakahan Amon Radhakosin Mahatarahara Ayuthaya Mahadalik Fop Tohafire Rajathani.
You sound like you're having a stroke.
Burham.
Can you lift both arms?
Hudum Rachawin. Mahastasan. Aman. Pyramid. Owatan. Sathit. Sakatha TTI.
Now you're just making stuff
No,
up.
I'm not. I'm totally not. With Sanukam. Prasit. It literally, seriously, it starts here. It goes all the way down to here.
Does it tell you what that word means?
Which translates to City of Angels, Great City of Immortals, Magnificent City of the Nine Gems, Seat of the King, City of Royal Palaces, Home of Gods Incarnate, erected by Visavakaraman at Indra's behest.
That's a long name.
The locals don't normally use this name,
and
an impressive few can recite it in full. That's a bit of a mouthful for us, so we'll just stick with calling it Bangkok.
Yeah, I had thought that the longest name was that Welsh city, the one with all of the go-go-go's at the end, and it has the sound, but apparently not. That's got to be like a bonus points question on kids' quizzes in high school there, if they can write it all out.
So you're in for it right at the start of this.
I'm in for it, huh?
Let's get started. We just talked about that song. Well, actually, I'm editing the episode of Jim's BBQ where we talk about that song.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Black Eyed Peas, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to encourage people, just go online and look up the album that song is on. Look up. We're not going to talk about it here because it's got a really messed up title for the original song. But look it up. Just look it up. And you'll understand why. You can look it up afterwards because we don't want to talk about it here.
Okay, we're not talking about it here.
Okay. So our first snack.
No.
Mala seaweed roll.
I wanna.
The beach just got hot.
I climbed into your mouth.
When visiting Thailand, be prepared for three things: hot beaches, hotter weather, and the hottest seafood.
And hot fish.
Or the hottest food. These seaweed snacks take the flavors of the beach and the spiciness that Thais love, rolling them together into one unbelievable spicy seaside snack. But beware, these seaweed rolls are not for the faint of heart. Mala is a seasoning known to be both intensely spicy and numbing thanks to a combination of chilies and Sichuan peppercorns. Make sure to have plenty of water or milk on hand because that little cartoon devil on the bag isn't just for show.
So I find it interesting that they say flavors of the beach and not flavors of the ocean. If you live anywhere with a beach, you know what a beach smells like. It smells rank. I thought you said these were good. It looks like a death stick. It looks like a poop roll. We're going to split it. We're not each going to eat one.
It's just one.
Oh, good. It doesn't stink. That's the plus. Ugh. You ready?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, I mean, do you want to break it or? Holy cow! Woo! That has got some heat to it.
The spice didn't bother me either. Ugh, the seaweed taste. Ugh, I hate that flavor.
Holy smokes.
It is spicy. It definitely slaps you in the throat. Yes, I add more kvass to get the seaweed taste out of my mouth.
Wow.
Not the spice. The spice I am all right with.
It is really spicy.
That's his tell for when something has gone past the spicy appreciation. Yeah, don't leave that on the floor. We'll end up with a cat on fire. He's like, oh, this smells like seafood. Yum, 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 meow. Why would they put that the first thing? I mean, it's going to annihilate your taste buds. I hated it. I hated the seaweed. It tasted like beach. It tasted like I went and licked the edge of the surf as it touches the pier. Just that gross seaweed flavor.
Oh my God.
Now, I like seaweed on sushi, but I don't like it like dried and concentrated.
Holy smokes, my mouth is on fire. Woo!
Yeah, my mouth is on fire still. I didn't take that much of a bite. Once I got the seaweed taste, I was like, nope, no.
Holy
like my gums
smokes.
are tingling. It's like not just your tongue, it's your cheek and the gums are burning.
And that's the thing about this show is we always say you have to be willing to try everything.
Mm-hmm. That's the Snackrifice.
Yes. Not everything is going to affect you that way. Some stuff you're absolutely going to love. Other stuff, I didn't mind it, but like as far as the flavor goes, I didn't get a lot of seaweed flavor. I got a lot of the chili.
If they put that on a chip, like a potato chip, I would probably like it. I liked the chili. I did not like the seaweed beach flavor.
So we have our rankings. Yums, I love what they do. I mean, so like we had the little fact sheet here, and then on the other side you have like a little ranking sheet.
A little scorecard.
So what are we doing? Out of 5 or?
Yeah, we'll do out of 5.
Like Star Search style.
Yeah, it's Star Search. We're old.
Oh wait, Star Search was actually out of 4, but we're doing out of 5.
That's gonna be like a 0.5.
0.5. Wow, that's.
I'll give it a half a point because the chili actually tasted good to me, but everything else about it and the crunch was kind of cool. I liked the crunch, but the seaweed flavor, the actual overriding beach flavor in my mouth, I'd rather go lick the sand.
Man, my mouth is so on fire from this.
Want some kvass?
No, actually, I want a tissue, I think. Holy smokes.
Yeah, that does lead to runny noses. That's pretty darn spicy.
Wow.
I am worried about the rest of the box if they are perfectly willing to annihilate people's taste buds right off the bat with that level of spice.
Well, I'm gonna go 2 1/4 on those.
Wow. Well, he likes the seafoody flavor.
Ooh, man.
And all your hiccups. Hiccups.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready for the next thing?
I am.
You got the book.
Oh. I didn't realize I had the book. Our next is going to sweets. Chocolate coconut chips. Raw coconut chips with chocolatey goodness. Breakfast, a sticky rice porridge cooked in coconut cream. Lunch, a spicy chicken soup made with coconut milk. Dinner, a green curry made with coconut milk and hot green chilies. What we're saying is that coconuts are a big deal in Thailand. That's why these cocoa-dusted coconut chips are the perfect snack between meals. With so many ways to eat coconut, this one's definitely one of our favorites. I like coconut.
So let's see here. I guess I just.
You're into it?
These sound delicious.
Yeah, if it's raw coconut, like, just out of the shell that they dusted with cocoa powder, I have high hopes.
Okay, so like you see, there's like small pieces.
Oh, okay. They're like coconut chip strips. They're not big. They're small. Those are delicious. Yum.
The perfect thing to have, I say, like after having that spice, it's still lingering.
Mm-hmm.
They go very well after that. Like I gotta say, it's actually kind of like a good pairing. Like the
relief.
Heat, yeah, but the heat and then like that coconut flavor is just
delicious.
It works so well, like in tandem with the heat, the spice. Coconut and spice is really, I mean, it. It's something that works well together.
Yeah, that's delicious. I would eat that out of a vending machine. I
don't get a ton of chocolate. I mean, there's a little bit, but the coconut's nice. It's really good.
Yeah, it doesn't even need the chocolate almost. Yum.
Yeah. I would go. I'd go 4.5 on those.
Yeah, me too. Almost perfect. They just need to be bigger. Because they are a little small to eat as a snack. A little inconvenient because they're little big strips. We're staying in sweets. I'm going to chocolatey caramel cookies. Thailand's sweet New Year's tradition. When it comes to celebrating the New Year in Thailand, nothing is more traditional than kalme, a sticky caramel made from sugar and coconut milk. In fact, the treat is so popular that it finds its way into other desserts throughout the year. Case in point, these crunchy butter cookies layered with caramel and chocolate. Every day is a celebration when the yums are this good. So more coconut influence. Oh, those are cute. Little round.
Yeah, like an insect cookie, kind of like with the chocolate in the middle.
Almost like a thumbprint.
You almost sometimes see like ones like this with like jelly and.
The cookie is good. It's crumbly. It's just a sugar cookie.
Caramel's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Very light.
It's a good snack. Tastes a bit like a Keebler though. It almost tastes like a fudge stripe cookie.
I go maybe like 3.5.
Yeah, middle of the road, 3 for me. Not bad. Just kind of. I mean, the cookie is good. I mean, like I said, it tastes a bit like a Keebler fudge stripe cookie. Moving right along. You want trivia?
Sure.
Which of the following is illegal in Thailand? Leaving the house without underwear, driving without a shirt, stepping on Thai currency, or insulting the king?
Stepping on Thai currency.
This was a trick question because the answer is all of the above.
All of them. Oh.
Seems like every country has its share of weird laws, doesn't it? But while A and B will only get you a $16 fine, C and D are serious offenses. Thais adore their royal family, and doing anything to insult them could get you locked away for up to 15 years. Since Thai money bears the faces of the royal family, stepping on it is a big no-no. So when in Thailand, do not do anything that would insult the royal family. And our next yum is, I think we're going back savory. Yes. Sweet and spicy sausage-flavored potato rings, inspired by Thailand's street foods. When sampling snacks for this box, we were surprised to find sausage chips in the mix. Turns out they're more popular than you'd think. Take saiwa, a hot pork sausage served in giant crispy coils as big as a pizza. Sounds good? Just wait. It's packed with sticky rice, garlic, chilies, and lemongrass, grilled to perfection and drizzled with a sweet chili sauce. Now we're less surprised and more outright hungry.
It does have like some nice packaging there with a little fling man.
Fireman with a hot dog.
Yeah.
Oh, these are small. Little tiny, little Cheerio-sized things. Apparently Thailand likes their bitty snacks.
Like that small. Good flavor.
They're good for about a second, and then the flavor's gone. Like the first bite has that meaty flavor.
I like the potato flavor. They're good. I like those.
Small.
They're very tiny, yes.
Like you don't stick your fingers in a bowl and eat them.
No. This is, I mean, making the little corner open was probably the right move.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just dump out like, half a dozen or so into your hand, and that's how you eat them.
They're good. They have a good flavor. My only complaint is they're tiny. And the flavor doesn't last very long.
But not spicy.
Not at all.
I mean, obviously, the standard bearer for spice at this point is going to be the big roll. But yeah, these are good. I like them. I'd probably go a 3.5.
Nah, I'm gonna give them a 2.
A 2. Wow, that's pretty
They're
low.
like hot dog flavored chips. Hot dog flavored mini Cheerios. Which sounds awful now that I say it. Hot dog flavored Cheerios. You want that for breakfast, right? Yum.
Okay, well, we're gonna go, I think, back to sweet again.
I'm flipping up the palette here. You want to have our drink?
I thought we were
Or you want to do
gonna.
it in the midway point between the boxes?
Yeah.
We're doing 2 boxes like we usually do because we've been behind.
So that's what's next.
Yo, friend! Oh, dropping it.
Thai iced tea wafer cookies.
Oh, I love
Inspired by
iced tea.
Thai milk tea. Think you know Thai iced tea from your local Thai restaurant? Think again. The spiced up drink you're likely familiar with is actually the American version. Pick up a cup of iced tea in Thailand, and what you'll get is a strong Ceylon tea sweetened with condensed milk. Not ready to make the trip? That original sweet tea flavor is jam-packed into these crispy wafer cookies. No airplane required.
There's just one big cookie. It broke at the end. But. first, I was worried it was just going to taste sweet. But then you get a little bit of the tea flavor. I love Thai iced tea, but I don't know that I'd go for the cookie. I'll just finish it off.
Yeah, it's got a very nice tea flavor to it.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that aspect. It's a very mild flavor though. There's not a whole lot to it.
They should have started with something like this before blowing out our taste buds with that disgusting seaweed stick.
I mean, I don't mind like somebody trying something different like with this though. It's very different, but it's very good.
It's almost like, and when you think tea, like sweet tea, it's not like Southern sweet tea, American sweet tea. It has a very different tea flavor. Like some of the black teas that I drank, it's really good. I think it's the wafer that, because of the nature of wafer cookies, they're just sugary sweet. It's crunchy. It's good. It's not stale or anything.
I don't find it very sweet at all.
Mm-mm.
Like you can definitely taste like the tea aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. What would you rate that at, huh?
I would give it a 3.
A 3? I'm right there with you.
I don't know that I'd buy it, but it's not offensive.
All right.
Maybe wafer cookies are not for me.
Let's jump back to some trivia.
Let's jump to a sip of water here. Got wafer cookie in my teeth.
Okay. Well, during the American Civil War, the King of Thailand offered Abraham Lincoln what to aid the war effort? A, money, B, elephants, C, advice, or D, monkeys?
Well, I'm going to say elephants.
The answer is B, elephants.
Because I think in Thailand, that's how they would fight with, on elephant or with elephant. I like elephant.
During the Civil War, the King of Thailand sent the U.S. several gifts, including a sword, a picture of the royal family, 2 elephant tusks, and an offer of several elephants to be bred and used in the war effort. While most of the gifts were accepted, Lincoln had to reject the Thai king's generous offer of war elephants. All right, one more for you here. Thailand has won the blank 3 years in a row. The World Martial Arts Tournament, B, the International Snow Sculpture Competition, C, the Global Rowing Competition, or D, the International Sand Sculpting Championship.
I'm going to go with sand sculpting because I don't think there's a lot of snow in Thailand. I could be wrong.
It is actually B. Yes, Thailand, land of tropical climes, white sand beaches, and a 3-year winning streak in Japan's International Snow Sculpture Competition. Despite Thailand being a tropical country, the last snow they saw was in 2005, they've managed to beat all odds and remain the champs at this winter contest. In fact, they've won the competition 9 times out of the 20 they've participated. Go team!
They got to be good because it's going to melt before they get finished. So they must be very fast.
All right. So I think we're going to throw our palate for a curve here with this next snack.
You want me to read it?
I got it.
Okay.
You can do the next one.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
We'll kind of alternate. Caramel and garlic crisps. Buttery chips with a touch of black pepper. You're walking down a Bangkok street when, bam, hunger strikes.
You get hit by a war elephant.
Not to worry. Thailand is known for having food kiosks on every path. What do you reach for? Fried sweet potatoes, of course. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. This delicacy has been a staple in the Thai food scene basically forever. Transport yourself to Bangkok with the sweet, garlicky, and peppery take on Thai street food.
Okay. It's a party bag. Fried wheat snack. It says wheat. I thought you said that was sweet potato.
I don't know. I thought it was fried sweet potatoes.
There are no sweet potatoes.
The ingredients on here say sweet potatoes. It's serious.
No, I believe you. I'm looking at the picture. I don't think that's the same. Fried wheat snack. No, it is. Okay. I was just confused. I was confused. They say sweet potato, but it's not. What do you reach for? Fried sweet potatoes, of course. This is a wheat snack. It's a cracker, not a potato chip.
Sweet potatoes right there.
Oh, okay. I missed it. My bad. My bad. Whew. That's a pong of smell.
A pong of smell. Oh, yeah. Those are pungent.
I am concerned. Better than they smell. Better than they smell. Weird, but better than they smell. They smelled fishy, but I think that could just be my psychological.
No, I thought the same thing.
But they taste like, now work with me here. They taste like garlic Cracker Jacks.
I could totally see that. Yes. They're definitely very garlicky, but also sweet and almost like a coating of caramel.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
That's just freaking weird.
They're addictive though. Like I'm like, I want more.
They're good, crunchy.
Oh yeah, they're definitely crunchy.
They remind me of a snack we had in the French box that was basically garlic bread chips, which I loved. The caramel on these is throwing me because you taste it after. Like the first thing you get is garlic, just a big punch of garlic, and it's really good. And then you get caramel. And your body's like, what is going on?
Those are very curious, but very good at the same time. I like them.
I do too. My brain is like, they're sweet, they're savory, they're sweet, they're savory.
I'm going with a 4 on those.
Yeah, I'll give those a 4. And they've got a little black pepper, little tiny
bit of a spice
kick. I like garlic bread, so crunchy garlic crackers, even though that they've added caramel to them, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I enjoyed them.
All right.
Our next one, we're going back to fully sweet cookies and cream sandwich cookies. The Thai answer to Oreos. If you thought that Milk's favorite cookie was the Oreo, then the Thai would like to have a word with you. We didn't think it was possible to get any better than a light creamy filling between 2 chocolatey sandwich cookies. But then the folks over at Fun-O went and proved us wrong by adding cookie crumbles to the filling itself. So these are Oreos, but the filling has got cookie crumbles in it. So they're cookies and cream cookies with cream. They smell good.
Oh, I lost.
You lost your top?
Oh, fuck.
Look, hers is one F-bomb.
She lost one per episode.
They're good. Give them that.
I mean,
They're softer than Oreos.
Yeah. When you see something like this in a mystery box like this, right? You kind of set your expectations a little bit low. Because you're like, all right.
We've had Oreos our entire life. We've had them with cookies and milk. We've had them crafted into other desserts. We've had them inserted in ice cream and cupcakes our whole lives. How are you going to wow us with this? It is better than an Oreo. Mm-hmm. Good job, Thailand. The cookie itself is better.
I like the texture and like the flavor of the cookie. Like it's solid. Like
Oreos are hard, in my opinion. They're crunchy. They're good. I'm never gonna not, enjoy an Oreo cookie, but they're usually really hard, almost cardboardy. These are much softer, more crumbly, and more chocolatey.
Yeah, and the filling is
cookies and cream, so it's even more chocolatey because it's got crumbles of cookie in it.
I don't find it cloyingly sweet though, which is good. Like it's not like making my teeth hurt.
Right, and I think the other thing is in Oreo cookies, the filling, it's sometimes gritty. Like the sugar in it is gritty. This wasn't. It was actually creamy. Right. So I liked that a lot. I would give it a 4.5.
Wow. I'll go 4.25 on those.
Those were enjoyable. I'm going to ask you another trivia question.
Okay.
If I can find them. In Thailand, it's considered good luck to give 2 blanks as a wedding gift. Pink orchids, elephants, bowls of rice, or Siamese cats.
Siamese cats.
You are correct. These majestic felines with bright blue eyes originated in Thailand, which was once known as Siam, hence the name Siamese. The unique cats were adored by royalty who believed the animals cleared the souls of those who passed, or carried the souls of those who passed. Today, Siamese cats remain one of Thailand's most treasured species, thought to bring good fortune to newlyweds. I don't know how I feel about somebody giving me 2. I mean, so if it's good luck for somebody to give you 2 cats, wouldn't everybody want to give you 2 cats? And you'd end up with like 500 cats. But yeah, I don't know how you feel about getting cats as a gift, but I love our cats. I guess maybe we're going to savory. Dutch. We're in Thailand. Dutch cheesy wafer cookies. I thought we were going savory, but they're cookies.
Well, I mean, we'll find out.
Because sometimes cheese is dessert. Okay, who put the Dutch cheese in the Thailand box? Oh, wait, that was us. And for good reason. Thailand is actually a major tourist destination for over 200,000 Dutch people annually, many of whom choose to live there permanently. It's this mingling of 2 very different cultures that give us these one-of-a-kind wafer cookies that could only happen in Thailand.
We've had things, I feel like this before.
That were like dessert cheese?
Yeah, sometimes.
Not a fan sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I like cheesecake, but I don't think that's like Emmental cheese in cheesecake. So it's like feet cookie. Oh, it's another wafer.
Yeah. It smells cheesy.
It smells cheesy.
I mean, it's a wafer cookie.
I'm trying.
You're crying?
Said I'm trying.
It's odd.
No. 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 I tried it. It's not cheesecake. It's Swiss cheese, only sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a wafer again, which I'm not a super huge fan of. So it's a wafer cookie with feet cream. It's like it smells like feet and sweetened with sugar. Not pungent, not like super strong, because it's what again a wafer cookie primary ingredient is like air. Yeah, no.
That is just strange.
That is unpleasant. It's not unpleasant. It's just not my favorite. I like Swiss cheese on a sandwich, in a salad, on a burger, in my wafer cookie with sugar. No, the answer is no. I will skip it.
I think I'm gonna go 2.5.
No, the one. One for it not being stale. You get a point. Okay. Chicken, larb, flavored seaweed chips. I like chicken. I have not had larb, but I have heard of larb, and it sounds good. Seaweed chips. Part meat, part salad, all yum. This next snack is yum, and by that we mean salad in Thai. You're about to taste larb, a Thai salad made with meat, fish sauce, lime juice, and other seasonings. The star ingredient, toasted rice powder, which provides its signature crunch. Here, the role of crunchy goodness will be played by crispy seaweed. No, it's not. It's not crispy, crunchy goodness. It's fish food.
They smell good. They really do.
They look like death.
They smell like chicken.
One side is black and one side is gold. Well,
I don't hate these.
color me surprised.
Like, they're very salty.
They're very salty. Yeah. But they are not vile.
Oh, there's. Wait, what the hell's this? Is that like one of those silica type things?
Yes, it says do not eat. Probably to keep them that crunchy. They are freaking crunchy. They're good. I don't get the big hit of seaweed off of them, which is good. They're so seasoned that it has annihilated any of the fishy beach fungus.
You said lime too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm getting a ton of lime.
Again, they're not bad. They're very salty. Very.
A
I
lot
think.
of lime.
They're tempura too, so I think they're.
Yeah.
They're super crunchy. I think that's their big selling point is that they're crunchy as heck.
Yeah.
Like definitely if they peas, they're peppery too because I'm getting like a tickle in the back of my nose. I think that's the good thing about them is the best thing about them is the crunch. They appease that snacky feeling you get for I want to have something crunchy, salty and crunchy, and that fits the bill. Ooh, but my nose, my sinuses are not thrilled with those. I'll give them a 2.75.
Just as I was kind of like, I got like some of the crumbs and stuff. Like, I got like a little bit of tinge of like seaweed, mild. So you went 2.75. I'm actually gonna go a 4 on those. I really like those.
That's all you. I mean, not all you. I mean, I did like those significantly better than any other seaweed snacks that we had got. Let me do the next one.
Yeah, I guess if you want to.
Dynamite chocolatey mint candies. An explosion of Thai flavor. Tick, 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 boom! This tiny candy is more than just a mint. It's a ticking time bomb of flavor. Take a taste, and you'll notice that Thai mint is sweeter and more intense than its American counterpart. And that's not even the best part. Just as you begin to grasp the complexities of this beautiful leaf, boom, creamy chocolate center. The name Dynamite definitely fits. No, they're called Dynamite. Oh, they're little. I think they're hard candies that have like a chocolate center.
They were in our yum bag.
I just like the yum bags. Looks like a little cream. Looks like those mints that would be in grandparents' candy dishes at Christmas time. Oh, tasty. Oh, minty.
Mm-hmm.
We like it. Might take a while. Oh no, it cracks easy. Mmm. I like this. It's a Girl Scout Thin Mint cookie and a candy.
Yeah. Which I'm gonna have stuck in my teeth.
Like that a lot. It is differently minty. It's not like pepperminty sharp minty. It's very sweet. Spearminty. I'd give it a 3.5.
I'm with you on that one. 3.5 is a good rating for those.
I mean, they're good. I enjoyed them. Enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna take me a while to get through it with the shrapnel.
This has been like a weird box in that we keep going to like different flavors and like some of the residual of some of the previous stuff we've had has been hanging around. So as we're trying the next thing, the previous ones are kind of hanging back there. Like I'm finally over like the seaweed spice snack, the first thing. I mean a long while ago, but like having the chicken larb seaweed chips, and then that was kind of a weird thing. And then the garlic chips too. Like after having those, the next things
were chocolate cream cookies.
Yeah, it really strange like order of things.
Yeah, just dichotomy of flavors back and forth. It's almost like a tennis match in your mouth. He loves me. Hot and spicy chicken wing rings. More ring snacks. I'm willing to bet these are more Cheerios. It seems like cultural recipes for fried chicken pop up everywhere you go, and Thailand is no exception. No matter where you go in the country, you are bound to find a local specialty from garlicky, hot yai, to citrusy Takurai. And now these spicy potato wings that bring the recipe into modern times. So these are hot and spicy chicken wing rings.
I think they're going to be kind of the same as like some of the other ones that we've had, like the wiener ones.
Yeah. Little tiny. I mean, they might be bigger. The bag is bigger, but I'm not banking on it. I think they're Oreo sized. That's my prediction. Are they Oreo sized?
Well, they're a little bit bigger, not much.
They're SpaghettiO sized. They're floor food. Could have just made the hole bigger, right?
Yeah, I'm stubborn. So yeah, I mean they're a bit bigger than the wiener ones that we had earlier, but not by much.
I think they're made by the same company though. They just make a lot of ring-shaped food. Garlicky off the start. I'm waiting for the spice. Still waiting for the spice. Those are just garlic potato rings. I get no chicken flavor. I get no spice. I am disappointed.
They're not what I was expecting.
I wasn't even expecting buffalo wings. I was just expecting a really kick of chicken and spice. And it was neither. They're round Pringles.
Yeah.
With a slight garlic flavor. Yeah, they're not bad. I guess they would, again, scratch the itch of I need a snack. I want a crunchy snack. I want a salty crunchy snack. Wouldn't be the first thing I reached for. Maybe a 2.5.
That's where I was at.
Which of the following familiar foods originated in Thailand? Heinz ketchup, Red Bull energy drink, Gatorade sports drink, or Kikkoman soy sauce?
Let's say Red Bull.
You would be correct. And we thought Thailand's most famous drink was Thai iced tea. Kaleo Yudvia of Thailand first developed an energy drink called Krating Dang in 1976 as a refreshment for rural workers. The unique drink inspired Austrian Dietrich Mateschitz to create a similar version to suit Western tastes, adding carbonation and using only half the caffeine. Only half the caffeine. Freaking Thai workers must have been zooming. And the two men co-founded the Red Bull company in Thailand. Looking for a little extra zing? The original recipe, which doubled the caffeine, can still be bought in Thailand today. And when the inevitable crash hits, you can wind down with a Thai iced tea. And we finish our Yum box from Thailand with Milky Chews in our Yum bag. Sounds like an affliction. Subtle, creamy, soft chews. Got milk? You may not find much cheese or yogurt in Thai cuisine, but that doesn't mean they don't love dairy. Thailand exports more milk than any other country in Asia. Think $389 million in dairy a year. From condensed milk for tea to these chewy milk-flavored candies, the possibilities are endlessly delicious. I'm looking forward to this because it sounds a little bit like a White Rabbit candy, which I like. You can't open them. There we go.
I mean, they're just
Little tiny pellets. Little tiny chewy pellets. They're just sweet. They've got a good texture. They're not grainy. They're very smooth. It's unfortunate that they're resting on a backdrop of garlic chips.
Yeah. That's the thing. There's such like a weird like sequence.
Like even after eating that, I still taste the garlic chips.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. You prevented me from enjoying the milk candy.
Well, there's at least one more in there, so you can have it later.
Give it a 3 because I like them. I know I like them. I love White Rabbit candy.
All right, so that's it for the tie box.
How'd we do?
Well, so your top picks. You had 2 that were your high-ranking ones. Your high-ranking ones were the chocolate the chocolate dusted coconut chips.
Those are good. Those are really good.
And then you also really enjoyed
the Oreos.
The Thai Oreos. Both of which I thought were really good. They were outstanding.
Having some more of the coconut.
My top one was also the Thai the coconut chips.
Still
and then
good.
I also put the Oreos just below those. Your least favorite 2 should come as no surprise. The opening item, the sea. Oh shit!
It's all right.
The seaweed big roll with the chili spices, which was very spicy. And then also the wafer cookie, the cheese wafer cookie.
It's not a happy food.
I also my least favorite one was the seaweed thing. Just the amount of spice in it.
Tasty and easy. Neither of those things are true.
Easy, I guess, like in the fact that it's in just like an easy to open pouch. I also rated the cheese wafer cookie and the spicy chicken roll things low. But yeah, easily the seaweed thing.
I think they annihilated our taste buds with right off the bat.
Yeah. I mean, I think the most interesting one was the sweet potato chip things. Those were very interesting.
Those were interesting because, again, they were tasty garlic bread chips that somebody coated in Cracker Jack or Crunch and Munch.
Also, I thought pretty interesting were those tempura chicken chips.
The larb chips.
Yeah, those were very interesting. I liked them. I found them very unique. And that's the good thing is there's a good balance there. Yeah, there was a few things you didn't like, but Universal Yums continues to kind of stretch and give you a lot of things that you're going to like, and maybe a few things you don't like. But it's a good snack box. I really enjoy it.
I was surprised by the larb chips. I mean, I expected, again, they said they're seaweed based. They are seaweed chip. All of the flavors are on a seaweed chip. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to hate this. I didn't hate it because they really did tempura fry it with like garlic and lemongrass and lime juice and chicken flavor. So salty, super crunchy. Makes me want to try real larb. I think we need to eat larb.
We can certainly try larb. Maybe we should go to a Thai restaurant.
We should go get some larb. Not right now.
No.
Today we did Polish food.
Yeah.
But so yeah, want to take a drink break?
Yeah. So for the between the box kind of thing, we have another drink that we have, and it's Liz has got to turn it the other way. It's Hawaiian Kona coffee with milk.
With milk.
Yeah. So I picked this up on a recent trip out of town at a Asian grocery store. We had been watching a YouTube channel, and they were in Hawaii, and they were seeking out Kona coffee. And I saw this, and I was like, "Oh, we got to kind of get some of this. This would be very interesting to try."
Smells good.
Oh, it smells amazing. Yeah, this is gonna keep me up late, I think.
It's Saturday.
Yeah. So yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's yummy. I'm not usually a fan of canned coffee beverages, but that's pretty yummy.
Very nice.
Not bitter at all. Or at least to my palate, not bitter. And not sickeningly sweet, which is why I tend to not like canned coffee beverages, is because they're like frappuccinos. They're really sugary and really sweet.
Well, when you poured it that I was happy to see is that the color was like a little bit darker than lighter. Mm-hmm. So I was kind of glad to see that as opposed to a much lighter, like tannish color.
Right.
So that part of it, I was like, okay, that's good. That's good that it's not so.
That was delicious.
Yeah.
I'm looking to see where it's made. Where are you made? Where are you from?
I would hope it was made in Kona, Hawaii.
Well, it's made with Kona coffee. Product of Japan.
Hmm.
Why haven't we been getting stuff like this in our Sakurako box? Sakurako, do better. Once more?
Sure. Are we ready to get into the next box?
Sure.
All right. So our next box is oh, it's right there. Our next box is India.
I love me some Indian food.
Yes.
Love me Indian curry, tandoori food. Obviously, I'm sure what I've been eating is westernized, but still delicious.
So again, there's our lovely India sticker. Looks like we got like a little food truck type thing on there or something.
Yeah,
and
he's painting it. Very exciting.
Away we go to India.
Professor Mike.
Which popular board game was invented in India? A, Guess Who? B, Chutes and Ladders? C, Chess? Or D, Checkers?
I'm going to say Chutes and Ladders because it's not called Chutes and Ladders there. I think it's called like Snakes and something.
Well, you're partially correct.
They were all probably started there.
B and C are correct. So Chutes and Ladders and Chess. And even more so, you're partially correct about the different name for Chutes and Ladders. It was originally called Snakes and Ladders. It was a game intended to teach young children about the concept of karma, with the snakes representing vices and the ladders being virtues. Creating such classic games is a virtue in our book.
Cool. That's neat. Obviously, not how we were taught to play the game, but interesting lesson.
And the game of chess originated in the 6th century as a strategy game called Chaturanga. All right, one more for you. How many official languages does India have? A, 2, B, 22, C, 122, or D, 1,622?
22.
You are correct.
I was going to say there is a diverse population in India of different groups of people. So again, when I was saying how the food that I had been eating that I enjoy as Indian food, it's probably a very localized, westernized version of, like I said, tandoor food and vindaloo and curries and all of these things. And I'm sure in other parts of the country, that's not what they eat, or not exactly what they eat.
So this is kind of funny. Believe it or not, over 1,600 languages are spoken across the country. With so many different regional languages and dialects, it's hard to even get an exact number. So now you're probably questioning or probably thinking, why is the answer B if there clearly are way more than 22 languages? The answer is in the wording. The Indian government officially recognizes 22 languages, with Hindi and English being the most commonly spoken. We bet the fact left you speechless.
I mean, if you want to drill down, I mean, you could say that in the United States we speak lots of different languages. If you want to count dialects and slang and local word usage, I mean, you can talk about the things that people call hoagies or sub sandwiches or grinders and things like that. I mean, obviously you've got a lot of different languages in the United States, but they're all mostly English.
Oh gosh, this is going to be an interesting box, I shall say.
Is it?
Yes. First up, mini lentil samosas, stuffed with spicy lentils, cashews, and raisins.
Yum. I'm interested how they do it as a snack as opposed to something you would get.
Say hello to India's most famous, most beloved, and most well-traveled snack, samosas. These crunchy, spicy snacks got their start as portable meals for traveling Iranian merchants, like sandwiches, but way better. As the merchants made their way across the Asian continent, they brought these tasty little pyramids with them. But it wasn't until a pit stop in India that the snack really caught on and was declared fit for a sultan. Their popularity skyrocketed across the country, and samosas made their way into the hands of citizens, into supermarkets over the ocean, and into this box.
Mm-hmm. Yum.
Whoa. That is a big snack.
Mm.
They smell amazing.
Curry, lentil, spicy. The outside is good. This is the best one I've ever had that wasn't like fresh made. So good.
So the outside is hard, like it's like a firm snack.
Like a pie.
The flavors of the outside shell are good, like spicy, but like not hot spicy. Like you get a lot of flavor there.
So good. So good. I don't even know. I've got chills. I literally do. See
wow. You're not kidding.
I would eat that every day.
You couple it with like the filling, and it just melts. Like you get such like a nice. Oh, you get a little bit of heat too.
Just a little heat, but it's not.
But it works well.
That. Oh my god! That they could turn that into a snack. It's delicious. If you can, and you like curry, run. Do not walk. Get some. There are 7 servings in a pouch. That doesn't tell me how many is one a serving?
I think so.
That makes sense. But it's really, I mean, it's heavy, but not in a way that's like gross or greasy. And literally one of those, just one, really good snack. Really, really good. I wish it was a resealable bag. Wow. I don't want to shoot this out of the water, but that's a 5. There's nothing wrong with that snack. I can't find a single thing wrong with it. It's crunchy, it's savory, it's spicy, it's comforting. There's a distinct difference between the filling, which is not gooey in any way, and the outside, which is crunchy. Just so good.
That gotta, to steal it from our friends at Ordinary Adventures, that got a willing Snackrifice 5. Sorry, I had to.
So good.
Oh, both of us. I mean, both 5s.
Wow, Universal Yums setting a high bar with the first snack out of the box.
I would seriously, they always have this thing about buying more of your favorite Yums, going on their site and seeing if those are available, because
I'm having a hard time not eating another one, but I know we have a whole box of snacks.
Yes.
Because I just want to sit here and be like, and then finish them up with the coconut snacks from the Thai box. I don't want to be left alone with those 2 snacks.
All right, so next up, we have a coconut flavored sugar cookie.
More coconut stuff.
Delicate biscuits sprinkled with sugar. This next treat brings us to Kerala, which literally translates to land of coconut trees. It's only natural that Kerala earns such a fitting title, since a whopping 46% of India's coconuts are grown there.
How nice.
And they're not just for eating either. Hindus and Buddhists use coconuts in special rituals, while local craftsmen use the husks to make tools and art. We'll stick to eating them.
That's not good. Biscuits. They seem nice. Are they butter cookies? They taste like butter cookies. Well, probably not.
They kind of are that's kind of what I'm getting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're a little bit like the Royal Desk sewing kit cookies. The ones that come in a blue tin. Sorry, my right leg is falling asleep. Oh. Yeah, they're good. They've got a coconut flavor. It's not knock you over. Though again, I could be just taste bud annihilated from the samosas, because those did have every spice you could imagine in them. I imagine I would enjoy those with a cup of tea. A little packet of those and a cup of tea. Yeah, 4.
We're right in line. I went 3.75 on those.
You have them with a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Me, it would be with tea, but.
Well, let's stick with the cookie thing.
Okay.
Our next up is dark chocolate flavored sandwich cookies.
More chocolate sandwich cookies. Let's see if we liked the Thai ones better than regular standard Oreos. Let's see what India does with the chocolate sandwich cookie.
India's tastiest tea time treat. Before you start pulling out the fancy whiskey glasses, bourbon is just the name of the cookie. These do not contain any alcohol. Although they'd likely go great with a glass or two. Although they'd likely go great with a glass. They're more traditionally eaten with a cup of tea. In fact, these chocolatey sandwich cookies were originally brought over by the British during colonial rule. Even after India became independent in 1947, everyone can agree that these chocolatey cookies are worth keeping around.
They don't have a strong chocolate smell.
I got a little bit.
They're weird. They have that weird Hershey's chocolate sour taste. I'm not a fan. I don't like the filling. The cookies, yes. The filling, no. I think the filling ruins it. Going downhill.
Maybe a 2.
Yeah.
You were the same?
Yep. That's the other thing. Weirdly, the Thai ones did not get stuck in my teeth. These ones did. The coconut cookies were so much better. Sean is going to be mad if he missed out on these. I got to go back and just say that.
Oh well. All right.
What's next?
So we're gonna flip it on its ear a little bit.
Ooh. Something I brought up that I said I liked.
Tikka masala corn chips, spicy chips with tandoori seasoning. If you tried our United Kingdom box, you might remember that tikka masala was invented in Britain. So why is it also in the India box? The reason lies in the name. Tikka refers to chunks of boneless marinated meat, while masala means seasoning. That means these chips are tikka seasoned. What does that mean for you? It means a super spicy corn chips with all the flavor of tandoori, but none of the meat.
They smell good. Nothing super spicy? Nothing super spicy, Duff Duff? Kitty is visiting us. What's good? He says, hell no. What a weird. I don't like the corn chip aspect of them. I mean, they're alright. But they taste like a spicy Dorito. They don't taste like tandoor. I'm not getting like the seasoning. I mean, they're don't get me wrong, they're good. But I was expecting more of a. They've got a weird eggy flavor.
I don't mind them.
Duffy just went.
Yeah, I don't mind them.
Have one and tell me that the first bite doesn't taste eggy.
I've had like 4. I'm good. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 3.75 on those.
I'll give it a 3. I'm subtracting a little bit for that weird eggy flavor at the beginning, like a fart chip. Try to clear our palates a little bit because there was a bit of like not heat spice, but like spices, which I think was what made it good. What's next?
All right, we'll do a couple trivia questions here quick.
Okay.
In some rural areas, locals will attempt to please the rain gods by A, marrying animals, B, having a water balloon fight, C, marrying dolls, or D, playing pranks on children.
Marrying animals.
You are correct. You really know your India trivia.
I read a lot of stories that take place in India, and I've read a lot of Indian mythology, which is a lot of fun and interesting, and all of the different gods. But
Oh, it's not that people are actually marrying
no,
animals.
of course not. They marry.
It's that they have two animals of the same type marry each other.
Right.
And they perform like a marriage.
Did you think it was like, I take the cow to be mine?
Hey, they actually explain it in their answer.
I was like, I don't think that. I didn't think it was people marrying animals. I thought it was animals marrying animals.
Never know.
It's like the goat married the goat, or the goat married the chicken. Do they do interspecies weddings? That's the question.
Maybe.
I mean, it's just for appeasing
The rain
the
gods.
rain god. Maybe the god would like to see a goat and a chicken get married. Might tickle his fancy enough that he makes it rain.
Maybe. Laladica? How do you say that? Laladak? I don't know.
Lalada.
Boasts an impressive mystery. A hill that can A, make cars stop running, B, make you fall in love, C, defy gravity, or D, cause amnesia.
I'm going to say make cars stop running.
No, that's the first one you've gotten wrong. It's defy gravity.
Well, I figured it was probably like metal or something in the hill, like magnetic resonance of some kind that would make cars stop running. But how does it defy gravity? Teach me.
Scientists believe that it actually has a magnetic pole. It's a hill.
Sorry. You weren't going to keep going?
Oh, I mean, that was
Oh, that was
basically
it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, it was a lot simpler.
I has a smart. I frequently has a smart, but then sometimes I do things that aren't very bright. What's in our yum bag, dear?
Creamy pistachio flavored candies.
I like pistachios.
Pistachio.
Pistachios. Just if you ask Bugs Bunny, it's pistachio. Casada.
Yes.
Bless her. Pink.
Indian ice cream cake candy. Understatement. India gets really hot. We're talking 95 degrees days in the summer. Not an understatement. Ice cream is the best way to beat the heat. That's where casada comes in. Strawberry and pistachio ice cream layered between tender sponge cake and topped with a mix of chopped nuts. These casada-inspired candies may not be cold like ice cream, but they definitely have that milky, nutty flavor that's oh so amazing.
The smell, I really like.
Almost lemony in a way.
The flavor tastes like cleaner. Tastes like, now you might have a lot more experience than I do with this, but it tastes like urinal cake smell. Would that be accurate?
Yeah, unfortunately, you had to say that while I was eating the last part of it.
But it is accurate.
Incredibly so. Sadly so.
I had high hopes. It smelled really good, and I like pistachios, but they somehow managed to make a candy that tastes like urinal cakes smell. And I'm going to give that a 1. for the smell.
I went 1.5. That was unfortunate.
Yeah. India, that's a fail. Sorry.
Caramel choco eclairs. They're also in the yum bag.
Let's try. Let's redeem yourselves here,
They're
India.
going to be like purplish color. When you look at Indian desserts, you'll find syrup gulab jamun, creamy rasmalai, and milky kaju katli. What do all of these sweets have in common? A soft, delicate texture. That's why when European desserts came to the country, they didn't really take off. That is none except creme caramel. The smooth, creamy, and luxurious dessert was exactly what Indian palates craved. In fact, it continues to be a favorite found in restaurants, at home, and in candies like these.
Again, smells good. You have redeemed yourself, India. That's a good caramel. It's a caramel with chocolate in the middle. Tasty. Creamy. Good texture. Not grainy. It's good.
Solid.
Yeah.
I go a 4 on those.
Yeah, me too.
All right, one more thing in the yum bag.
Ooh. Where did I put it?
Right in front of me.
What's next?
Fruities. They're like orange cream colored. Apricot flavored hard candies. Fruity candies with a milky center. Why did the cow cross the road? Because when there are over 5 million of them wandering all across the country, crossing the street is bound to happen. Seriously though, when walking around India, don't be surprised to find a cow walking right alongside you. With so many of them in the country, it's only natural that milk products are widely consumed by just about everyone. From creamy curries to milky sweets, you can find dairy in practically everything. These creamy candies take a page out of that tradition, combining juicy apricot flavor with a milky soft center.
Yeah, in a lot of parts of the country, or at least in some religions in the country, cows are holy. Pretty good. Oh yeah, it's a hard candy. Kind of what you'd expect to see in like a grandma candy dish. I'm trying to crunch through it to get to the... It's all right. I'm not going to finish it. I'm not spitting it out because it's bad. I'm spitting it out because it's time consuming. And I don't want to break my teeth. A little bit perfumey.
Yeah.
Give it a 2. Not heinous, but definitely old people candy, grandma candy. I wouldn't see that as like something that a little kid would be like, ooh. And ask me more trivia about India.
Once a year, elephants in Guruvayar get to spend time at a special A, elephant school, B, painting class, C, daycare, or D, day spa.
Day spa.
That's correct. Being a sacred animal is hard work, so it's only natural that they deserve a little R&R. Once a year in July, elephants at the Guruvayar Hindu temple get to spend an entire day enjoying baths, massages, and tasty snacks. It's well-deserved because the rest of the year they're training to participate in the temple's various rituals and ceremonies.
I've actually seen videos. It's very cool. They get all scrubby. They like the scrubby brushes, and they get all bathed and massaged and made pretty and get yummy snacks. And all of the things that we like about, spa days, right?
Yeah.
The pampering.
India's famous Taj Mahal. Yeah. India's famous Taj Mahal was originally built as a museum, palace, mausoleum, or government building.
Mausoleum.
You're correct.
It was a funeral, essentially a funeral gravestone or dedication to, I think, the king's wife or the king's favorite concubine or
Yep.
something to that effect.
Yep. Basically. Yep. Because the Shah felt so distraught over his wife's death.
He built her the Taj Mahal.
Mm-hmm.
That's love. That's love. That's love and a lot of bank. When I die, will you build me a Taj Mahal?
That the guy had to do that, and I mean, none of us can ever live up to what he's done. I mean,
no man, it's like
he really kind of
bar.
screwed us over.
Got that bar real high. Did you love your wife that much? Like Taj Mahal quantities of love?
It's odd when we get like a box, and I mean a box in these, but I'll tell you what these are. Son Papdi, Indian cotton candy with nuts and cardamom. You read that right. What you're eating right now is none other than cotton candy, but not the kind you're used to. With Son Papdi, share the same melt in your mouth texture we all know and love. It also kicks things up a notch by adding chickpea flour, nuts, and warm cardamom spice. The super flaky and super tasty, they say. Treat is popular all across India, and it's our personal favorite as well.
It's also taped shut.
Yeah, sounds of the neighborhood.
Barking. Not smelling anything. There's your box. Wrapped in
foil. Got many layers to get through to these.
I have been defeated. Might need scissors. How do you get cotton candy to not just be terrible and stale? I'm worried.
Oh my God, there's
another layer. So it was wrapped in plastic. A box, cardboard box, wrapped in plastic, wrapped in aluminum foil.
And it's in a plastic tray.
With another, with a plastic lid.
Seal. Oh yeah, plastic lid.
And another aluminum seal. So this is like some serious.
How do we eat this?
I think it's cut. It looks like it's cut into pieces, right?
It is like
a brick. Yeah, it's cut into pieces, I think. Maybe. Oh, it's crumbly.
Do you want to get like a spoon, like spoons, or?
Yeah, let me go. I'm worried because it doesn't smell great.
I'm sure it's fresh. Given all the packaging.
Considering the packaging they went through to do it.
But I mean, it's very like tan in color, and it's almost like powdery in a way. So we're just trying to figure out how to get it out of this package and eat it. So Liz is going to grab a couple of spoons, and we're going to just, I guess, spoon it out of this. This is probably one of the more unique things that we've had in one of these snack boxes as far as presentation and packaging goes. So just bear with us, and we'll get to it here in just a minute. She's coming back with the spoons.
She's coming with the spoons. Here's a spoon for you. 2 spoons.
Figure out how to hold the spoons while you sit. There you go. Just take one.
Yes, I was just going to take one.
All right, here you go, Liz.
Me first?
All right, go for it.
I think we've seen them make this in some YouTube videos. When you first put it in your mouth, it doesn't taste great. But then as you chew it, you get that nutty cardamom pod, sweet, tasty flavor. That is one of the best flavored cotton candies I've ever had.
And when they were calling it cotton candy, I can't do it justice on the camera
Without spilling it all
without
over.
spilling it everywhere. But it literally, like when we scooped it out,
It's like floss, like a candy floss.
I'm gonna see if I can do this. Hold on. When it's literally like just flaky, like layers, like Liz said, like floss. It is so.
Dropping it on the computer.
It's so unique, and it just melts like
Like cotton candy.
in your mouth. Yeah, but the flavors are lemony and
Nutty.
nutty. It's very unique. That is so strange. Like,
But in a good way. I like it.
that's very good. That's like, and milky in a way too.
Yeah. Messy.
Messy, yeah.
There you go. Take off that top foil. That was fun. That was an interesting yum. Oh, yummy yum. Not what I expected. Very different from cotton candy in my head. I think we've seen YouTube videos where they make it and they like pull the sugar and as they're pulling it thinner and thinner and thinner into these floss, they're dredging it in chickpea flour so it doesn't stick together. We've seen some videos where they make it. Your guy, Uppies, went and had some.
Best ever food review show, which we've talked about enjoying. Mikey Chen, another guy that I've started watching, is I can't think of his name, but he does the best ever. I think it starts with a B.
I'm gonna say it's like Corey or
I can't think of it, but he does the best ever food review show, and yeah, he
when he was in India, he had some. I'm pretty sure we went someplace and he saw them making it. And again, where we have machines that spin the sugar, air spin it. These were like they would take the sugar and pull it and then bounce it in powdered sugar and chickpea flour and pull it and bounce it and pull it and bounce it, almost like noodles. And with all of the flour and sugar that kept getting added, it wouldn't stick together. So you end up with these long, gossamer, thin strands of cotton candy floss.
Oh, he goes by Sonny.
Sunny, that's what it was.
But that's not his real name, but that's the name he goes by in on the show.
But yeah, it was really enjoyable, really fun. I'm glad I got the opportunity to taste something that I've seen made in a YouTube video.
I'm gonna go 4.5 on that.
Yeah, me too. The only detractor is how messy it is and kind of how hard to eat it is. I don't know if that's because it's produced and packaged the way it is. Maybe if you buy it fresh, it's less difficult. But it was really pressed, packed into that cube.
I could see them like if you bought it like as a street food, like they put it like in a bowl
or
like,
a bag.
maybe. But like I was thinking, like if you're gonna like if like you bought it as a street food, you're gonna sit down somewhere and have it like as like a dessert or something. They would put it like in a bowl for you, and you would just eat it almost like a ice cream.
Mm-hmm. Or you, like I said, if you put it in like a wax paper and just walk around picking it and putting
Yeah,
it
you
in.
could do that. Yeah.
But I think it is. There's so much to it. It's not just the candy. It's like there's nuts in it, and then there's the powdered sugar and the chickpea crunchiness. And
how about like you know how like they do like the paper cone, like in one of those.
Yeah, I think that would work.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get like a fork and eat it with that, or your fingers if you're a little kid and want to get all sticky?
Yeah.
Messy, enjoyable, excellent seasoning. Different, like we're used to the blue one, which is blue favorite flavor, blue raspberry, and then the pink one, which is usually strawberry or cherry or bubblegum or something. Well, this had distinct spices, like chive spices almost. Really good.
Yeah.
What's next?
All right, so
Make me happy, India.
India is, I think, is making you mostly happy so far. Oh, you know what? I grabbed the wrong thing.
I would like to visit India.
Oh, this is. Feel like the weight of this bag.
This is substantial.
That's a heavy bag. Sweet and salty rice flakes. A tangy tea time tradition. After a long day of exploring, you find yourself getting hungry, but it's too early for dinner. Lucky for you, most Indian families enjoy a 5 p.m. tea time, so you meet up with your new friends and start ripping some hot chai. Sipping some
Just
hot
ripping
chai.
the chai.
Well, what's tea time without snacks? That's where Hadamita comes in. A crunchy trail mix of dried peas, nuts, rice flakes, and palm starch. The sweet, salty, crunchy mix makes for the ultimate pre-dinner snack.
It's made by the same company that made our yummy samosas. But I'm getting, because it's like small pieces, I'm afraid it's just going to go. They don't make it easy to get into these packages.
That was probably the way to do it, given
the size of the ingredients. What were the ingredients again?
There was like rice and peas, rice flakes and peas, nuts and palm starch.
So rice flakes, chickpeas, split chickpeas, peanuts, sago, sugar, red lentils, green peas, salt, black salt, red chili.
That's delicious.
It's got like it's almost like a Chex Mix, only Indian style.
That's really good.
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. Oh, those spices.
Yeah.
You've got a mix of savory and sweet, but in a really good way. Kind of hard to eat, considering the size of the pieces. I'm going after it with a spoon, just so I don't drop it on the floor. I don't know if Mike showed it to you.
I didn't.
It was very small, tiny pieces. I mean, the chickpeas are probably the biggest, but light, crunchy, sweet and salty at the same time. Just enjoyable. Yeah. Go India. Go India with your food. That's a 4.
Wait, I'm confused. Did they must have.
I did stuff out of order.
Well, there's an item on this that isn't in this.
Oh.
The on this
Mhm.
these cookies were next, and that didn't exist. So we'll You said a 4 on that?
Yeah.
So our final snack is mixed nut butter cookies. Buttery biscuits fit for royalty. It's no secret that people in India are nuts about nuts, but where does the obsession come from? Look no further than the medieval Mughal Empire. Royals would eat nuts and dried fruits as a way of demonstrating their rich heritage. and the association stuck. While nuts like almonds and pistachios are now widely available, they're still considered a top-tier gift. Would you believe that an assortment of nuts trumps even gourmet chef-crafted desserts? Mind blown.
Oh, this is weird. Again, with the packaging. Okay. In a box, and then in a bag, and then in a tray. Probably because they're butter cookies and delicate, and I'm manhandling them. Cute little tray. I will take a broken cookie. I'll take a whole cookie. They smell good. And they break very easily. Good cookie. I was a little hesitant at first because I thought it tasted a little chemical or commercial, but I think that was the pistachio flavor.
Yeah. Those are solid.
I'm going to have one that hopefully doesn't break. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I would eat those any day. Buttery, nutty, crumbly, crunchy. Ticking all the boxes. I mean, obviously hard to package, considering they're delicate. They're very delicate.
Yeah.
It's hard. I mean, I feel like I've scored so many things the same way. I'm going to give those a 4.25. And I'm going to eat more.
Metaphor with those. So
how did we do on India?
we had some lows, definitely.
What were our lows?
But we had some highs. I mean,
Let's start with the lows.
So the lowest of the lows was one of the Yum Bag candies, the creamy pistachio flavored.
Oh, the urinal cake candy.
Yeah.
I have crumbs in my bra.
And then the other thing that we didn't really care for were, well, the apricot candies we rated fairly low, and then these chocolate wafer cookie things. Not wafer cookie, but cookie.
Sandwich cookies.
Sandwich cookies. Okay. But that being said, there was a lot of stuff that was rated higher. One of the other items in the Yum Bag, the caramel choco eclairs, those were pretty high for both of us. The coconut flavored sugar cookies.
Excellent. Those are very good.
Yeah. Actually, the tikka masala corn chips, we're fairly middle of the road on those.
I mean, they had that eggy flavor that I didn't like, but
the snack mix.
Those are delicious. Again, definitely could see that as an afternoon snack after school.
Yep. The almond and pistachio cookies we just had.
Yummy.
The creme de la creme, though. No, not yet.
Oh.
The creme de la creme. I mean, before we get to what you just picked up, we had one of the most interesting and unique snack items that we've ever had on Welling Snackrifice.
I would agree.
Ever. And it just mind-blowing, interesting. This, I mean, they call it cotton candy, but this sewn papdi that was just so unique and so different, and the flavors were, I mean, what they described, it was on point.
That floss candy, it's like a floss candy. I wouldn't call it a cotton candy like we think of it, not that
But it
cloud.
kind of melts in that way, like
Yeah.
a cotton candy.
But it's got crunchy bits.
Yeah.
And it's spice, and it's got like cotton candy, like I said, doesn't in my head doesn't have flavor really. It's just sweet. This had flavor, crunchy pieces, powdery mix, like the chickpea flour was crunchy, the cardamom pods, the spices, the sweet spices. It was really, really good. It was really sweet. Don't get me wrong. It was like that was pure sugar. But wow, I am really happy to have had the opportunity to taste that. Because I really feel like that's something you would be hard pressed to find anywhere in the United States. And I could be wrong. There could be like a local Indian community that makes it or something, but I don't think it's mass produced here. So I don't think it'd be something you'd find very easily.
I mean, I'd be curious to try and find it, you know, but I mean, if that wasn't enough, and we gave that both a 4.5. We had a rare 5 on this show from both of us, which were the mini lentil samosas.
So good.
Those, I mean, to kick off this box with those was just amazing. I mean, not to besmirch the Thailand box because it was good. That just blew it away. Yeah.
And like I ate those, and Mike can contest to this. I legit had goosebumps. It was so good.
She did.
It was like perfect. If you had asked me before this, define your perfect snack, I would have said, chips, popcorn. I like popcorn. Pretzels, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This is world's perfect snack. Literally. Like, I can't imagine being like, it's 2:00 in the afternoon or 3:00 in the afternoon. Lunch is long gone. Dinner's far away. You want a snack. You want something salty. Literally just 1, maybe 2 of these.
Sure.
And you're satisfied. And the flavor, you're satisfied not only because they're big snack, but the flavor is so satisfying and so all-encompassing because there's spice, there's salt, there's all of the just a huge amount of seasoning. And then the lentils are like pure protein. And then the outside is this kind of crunchy yet flaky pastry. Really just perfect.
Yeah.
And I'm going to eat one because it made me happy.
Well, that's good.
Happy snack.
Yeah. So, I mean, to have like such a great experience over the course of the last 2 hours and enjoy these is why we do this and why we continue to do this, and why you're going to see so much more content from us coming soon. I mean, we got so many snacks to try. More Universal Yums, more Sakuraco, some more snacks, like we said at the top of the episode, that we just purchased from H Mart. Some Canadian snacks, a special pickled episode. Stay tuned. We're really excited. We're really happy with this tonight. This has been a great time trying some great snacks from Universal Yums. The Thailand box was good. The India box was better. Oh my God, the India box was so damn good. They did such a bang up job with all the flavors and the spiciness of it. And the spices, like not heat, but like spices, like flavor.
Depth of flavor. Just so many layers of spice blends and delicious spices. I'm like, I said at the top of this box that I do like Indian food. I've read, I mean, obviously not so much. I'm not an expert in any way about Indian culture or the Indian subcontinent, but the culture, the people are beautiful. The like any of the National Geographic stuff that I've watched or YouTube videos of people going there. Obviously, like a lot of countries, there's the dichotomy of poor and rich. But just the culture is so beautiful and the food reflects it. I mean, obviously all of these places at the Universal Yums, the cultures are beautiful. But like a lot of it we're familiar with. It's very Western or very familiar. We don't eat these spices every day. We don't use these spices every day. They don't exist in our day-to-day lives. So when we have them, it is such a treat. And it just blows your mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you have taste buds that are like waiting for these spices.
Yeah.
They're not usually working. They're usually on break because
Yeah.
we don't eat them. But then you eat something like this, and it is just
Sure.
so satisfying and so fulfilling.
And I'd be remiss if we didn't mention the drinks. I mean, both were.
Yeah.
The one was interesting. The
The
kvass
kvass.
was very interesting, and then that Kona coffee was just
Good one. Japan.
delicious. Yeah, so good.
Does definitely makes me want to visit India and eat all of the food.
But yeah, check out all of our socials. Hit us up if you want to join us for an episode. Let us know. Perhaps we can coordinate with you on doing a Universal Yums box with us. We haven't had anybody reach out, but I always like to put that out there because, man, we would love to have somebody just chime in and go, yeah, I'll do a Universal Yums with you. That'd be great.
Or if you have any suggestions of places you'd like us to try. Obviously, we're limited by geography, but if there's food you want us to try, something you think you had that was excellent that you'd like us to look for, we can definitely do that. Yeah. Just, you've got to try this, German snack or this Swedish snack or this Portuguese snack. Tell us what it is. We'll look for it. If we can find it, great. We'll source it and try it out.
Mm-hmm.
We're willing.
Yeah.
We are willing to sacrifice pretty much anything. I mean, barring allergies. We're enjoying the sounds of the neighborhood. Apparently it's time for a RV parade? No, what are those?
Tractors?
I don't know. Four-wheelers. They're like four-wheel cars?
That was really weird.
Somebody got some new toys.
Yeah.
And they're out tooling around, which it's the summer. Have fun, kids.
But yeah, it's been a good time, and we'll see y'all next time. And it's been real.
It's been fun.
It's been real fun. Hey, I got it again.
You did. I'm so proud of you.
We'll see y'all next time. Have a good night.
Bye.